Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a podcast and videocast from univrm.com. Today is one of our economy articles titled Doomsday Preppers Economic Solutions Part 5 of 10. There are two companies referenced in this article. You can see on our website at www.univrm.com. In parts 1 to 4 of this series on Doomsday Preppers, and more specifically Doomsday Diamonds, we outlined the various belief systems of the Doomsday Prepper culture and some of the many reasons the culture exists. The Doomsday Prepper culture has various concerns ranging from economic collapse, supervolcanoes, tsunamis, world war, religious reasons, large asteroid, meteor, or comet collisions, the Mayan calendar, solar flares, global warming, rising ocean levels to mysterious planets on a collision course, all part of the Doomsday Prepper culture. Due to the large response to the series, we have undertaken a great deal of research into the Doomsday Prepper culture and part of the socio-economic forces driving the culture. Further, this series of economy articles offers historical and modern microeconomic and macroeconomic solutions when any event happens. In this series of economy articles, our base assumption, whatever doomsday scenario unfolds, some amount of people survive with or without current governments. Historical records prove during the era of Homo sapiens there have been mass extinction events in which some of the species survived. As we pointed out in parts 1 to 4 of this series, each of the major barter currencies requires additional knowledge. Gold, silver, and diamonds all have positives and negatives, and all require a degree of analysis to determine true value. Part 2 of the series went into detail on the basic way diamonds are valued, how to determine value, and the most reliable sites where Doomsday Diamonds purchased. Part 3 discussed calibrated diamonds and their use in the economy of Doomsday Prepper preparation materials. Part 4 discussed rough diamonds. The sites we recommend for the purchase of diamonds are first, IsraeliDiamonds.com, which has very nice native English-speaking personnel for help and assistance. They also have an intuitive website perfect for the do-it-yourself type of Doomsday Prepper and for those on a limited budget. The website an easy means for buying diamonds, calibrated diamonds, and jewelry for most of the ranges listed in the explanation for the economic values used to purchase Doomsday Diamonds. These descriptions, as described in Part 2 of this series, calibrated diamonds in Part 3 of this series, and rough diamonds in Part 4 of this series, plus jewelry discussed in this series, listed on their site. The website, an excellent resource, and constantly updated pricing levels allow you to set the criteria you desire: price, cut, carat weight, color, clarity, so even those on a limited budget can take advantage of diamonds as a barter commodity. The hypertext link for the site, for the website for the diamonds, is on our website at www.univrm.com. The second company recommended, Mabrodium International, country code 323-231-3542, located in the diamond capital of the world, Antwerp, Belgium. And in Part 2 of this series, we recommended you speak with any of their diamond consultants on purchasing diamonds if you wish to pay for extra help and expertise and are purchasing over $10,000. This is a company staffed with experienced, professional, and honest people who will help you with your needs as a wholesale broker of diamonds, but is not for the do-it-yourself type individual. In this part of the series, we discussed diamonds mounted on jewelry. In any doomsday event scenario, there are multiple things to remember, assuming it is not a planetary destruction. The planet Earth is over 4.6 billion years old, and for at least 2 billion of those years, life present. Modern humans, Homo sapiens, a mere 30,000 years old, have lived through several mass extinction events. The complexity of modern life, especially in the last century, is through specialization and a paradoxical reinforcement of tribalism. The fact of the matter is, we cannot predict how long, to what degree, and the recovery period of any doomsday event scenario. We do know something will happen, as proven from both a planetary and human historical record, and the other answers depend on the type and severity, and the complete date unknown. There are a couple ways to determine the degree of gold in any piece of jewelry once the diamond removed. With the exception of a pure acid test, these are not foolproof. The simple way is to take a vial with measurements in millimeters and fill it with water. Use the following formula to determine the amount of gold in the jewelry. Density equals mass / volume displacement. 19 gold / millimeter is either real gold or a material with a density similar to gold. For example, if your jewelry weighs 38 grams and it displaces 2 millimeters of water, then it is 24 karat gold. In the same manner, 22 karat displaces 17.7 to 17.8 grams to millimeter. 18 karat white gold displaces 14.7 to 16.9 grams to millimeter. 18 karat yellow gold displaces 15.2 to 15.9 grams to millimeter. 14 karat gold displaces 12.9 to 14.6 grams to millimeter. As we pointed out before, there are some metals with a similar density to gold, so this method is certainly not foolproof. The best method requires the use of nitric acid. Put the gold in a small stainless steel container and place a drop of nitric acid on the gold and watch for resulting chemical reactions to the acid. Green indicates the material is either gold-plated or another base metal. Milk-colored indicates gold-plated silver sterling. No reaction means you are most likely dealing with gold. We have pointed out many times in this series that whatever means a Doomsday Prepper uses to store barter materials such as gold, silver, or diamonds, a knowledge of the barter material itself required. As we also pointed out, metals such as gold or silver are heavy, and purchasing them now from reputable sources means one has the ability to store, protect, and melt, not smelt, as in the case of disassembling jewelry, but melting gold into smaller amounts, gold into weights for easy barter. Those Doomsday Preppers in underground shelters designed to withstand long-term Doomsday scenarios may have the protection and materials needed to melt and smelt gold. Those without such resources are better able, with a scale and small jeweler's magnifying glass of 10x power, or any cheap microscope, are better able to determine value for barter with a much easier to carry and move commodity. We do not recommend jewelry as one of the barter items Doomsday Preppers should store along with all other necessary materials. A mix of pure gold, pure silver, and diamonds serve the Doomsday Prepper better, with a greater value than any composition of the three into a piece of jewelry, which will, by necessity, be valued at its constituent parts, which must be separated in ever-increasing steps of complexity. There are many places one can purchase pure 24 karat gold or silver. We have pointed out multiple times in previous economy articles that the companies we recommend to purchase a variety of diamonds and calibrated diamonds. The same holds true for jewelry of precious metals, carat weight, and any diamonds mounted on same, irrespective of whether or not our advice to store barter materials in this way is followed. The links to the sites are on our website at www.univrm.com. This is the end of part 5 of 10, to be continued in the next part of our economy article series on Doomsday Preppers and Doomsday Diamonds. Copyright 2012, univrm.com, trademarked, all rights reserved. At univrm.com, we create original content with humor and satire on current event news, opinion articles, economy articles, science current events, and our science fiction book series titled Change Hope. As an advertisement, there is a Donations Accepted button on our website, www.univrm.com, on donations welcome to help us keep publishing in difficult economic times. As a second advertisement, please remember univrm.com offering our science fiction book series, Change Hope, released as a series on a chapter and book-by-book bases like the old Amazing Stories magazine. Change Hope available in all ebook formats and as an audiobook. You can download the first chapter free by going to www.univrm.com/downloads/. You can listen to this article via podcast at the iTunes Store by subscribing to univrm.com, or read it on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at the UNIVRM channel. This has been a podcast and videocast brought to you by univrm.com, and we hope to bring you more in future.